Social psychologists call it the law of reciprocity, and it basically says that when someone does something nice for you, you will have a deep-rooted psychological urge to do something nice in return. As a matter of fact, you may even reciprocate with a gesture far more generous than their original good deed. Simply put, people are obliged to give back to others in the form of a behavior, gift, or service that they have received first. If a friend invites you to their party, there's an obligation for you to invite them to a future party you are hosting. If a colleague does you a favor, then you owe that colleague a favor. And in the context of a social obligation, people are far more likely to say yes to those they owe. One of the best demonstrations of the principle of reciprocity comes from a series of studies conducted in restaurants. The last time you visited a restaurant, there is a good chance that the waiter or waitress gave you a gift, probably about the same time that they delivered your bill. A liqueur, a fortune cookie, or perhaps a simple mint. Question: does the giving of a mint have any influence over how much tip you are going to leave? Most people would say no. A mint can make a surprising difference. In the study, giving diners a single mint at the end of their meal typically increased tips by about 3%. Interestingly, if the gift is doubled and 2 mints are provided, tips do not double. They quadruple to a 14% increase in tips. Most interestingly, if a waiter provides 1 mint, starts to walk away from the table, but pauses, turns back around and says, "For you nice people, here's an extra mint," tips go through the roof. A 23% increase influenced not by what was given, but how it was given. The key to using the principle of reciprocity is to be the first to give and to ensure that your gift is personalized, unexpected, and delivered with genuine kindness.
Did you love it when Tiffany said, "For you nice people, here's an extra mint"? And did it excite you even more to find out that that changed the income of that waitress by almost a quarter? 23% is the hard number for you nice people, and a 23% raise. That takes a $20,000 a year waitress, and she's now earning $25,000 a year at a little nicer place. A $40,000 a year waitress is making $50K purely by saying, "For you nice people," and offering a second mint, beginning to turn her back. Not even the gift that was given, delivered, but how that gift was delivered. Let me give you another example. There was a bellman that was studied at a fine hotel, and he changed his habits and he doubled his income. Now, for you astute business people, as a microcosm, if a single bellman can double his income, if you'll take this principle and you apply it to your business, you will double the net income of your business. Here's all he did. When he brought the bags up, job of a bellman, right? Opened the door, he walked into the hotel room, and he simply did 3 things. He walked into the room, opened the curtains, and said, "Let me give you a glimpse of your fantastic view." And he opened it up. "Let's let a little light in the place." The second thing he did is he walked over to the thermostat and said, "Let me just take a second and familiarize you with our thermostats so that your room will be as comfortable as possible." And then transitioned over to the TV remote and said, "I know all of these work a little differently. Let me just show you quickly how to go about working the remote and navigating through our channels so you can get the entertainment that you're looking for." And then, like the waitress who turns her back and says, "For you nice people," he turns his back to leave, spins back around and says, "What am I thinking? Let me grab your ice bucket and I can just run down the hall here. Let me fill that for you so you have some fresh ice should you need it." And sometimes the patrons say, "Oh, no, thank you very much. We're not going to really need the ice." And other times they say, "Well, that'd be very kind of you." And he goes and grabs the ice. But at the end, obviously, you're expected to tip a bellman. His tips doubled purely by taking the extra 3 steps of the remote, opening the windows, letting a little light in, showing the thermostat. How do you work this thermostat? And then finally, turning his back and, "What am I thinking?" And it was the same script. What am I thinking? The same script every time. "Let me go get your ice bucket filled so you got some nice fresh ice in here if you need a cold drink." doubled his income. How does the law of reciprocity, we can't receive even from a bellman doing his job without giving generously. How does this apply to your business? I can tell you how it applies to our Goodwill gift packages. When you walk in with a gift certificate in hand as a resident in your community, because it's your birthday, because you've had a new baby, because you recently celebrated your wedding or whatever it might be, and your expectations are wildly exceeded in the way that the bellman wildly exceeded the hotel patron's expectations, you will lock down a customer for life. Firstly, they will be more generous with you. They will be very generous with their referrals, gracious with their referrals. You'll be on social media. You'll be on their lips as far as buzz. Oh, you've got to go there for that barbecue, or you've got to go there to get your haircut, or you have to go there for your oil change. Those people are fantastic to work with. So what are the keys? As Tiffany said, 1, personalize your gift. Make it customized for them to the maximum degree that you can for you nice people. How do we do that? In part, we do it with the ringless voicemail message, letting them know that the packet is on its way, asking to make sure they received it okay, and if not, we'll get one couriered right over to you. And then, of course, the packet itself. Secondly, it has to be unexpected. Well, you might expect your family to give you a gift for your birthday, maybe not even all of them, but you certainly aren't expecting to fall out of the sky a packet from your Chamber of Commerce with 15 or 20 or 25 no strings attached goodwill gifts, right? So an unexpected gift. And then it has to come with kindness. And this is the most important thing, is, again, no strings attached, that it's a gesture of a love offering. There's nothing you're looking for in exchange, just whatever I can do to add to the pleasure of your celebration is what we want to do. And if you do that thing, if you exceed their expectations in the way we're talking about, you will be wildly successful in your business and crush your competition.